day number 25. What was the project? So far so good. So let's celebrate this milestone with painting a glass of sparkling wine. Hi friends, I'm Olga Koelsch, watercolor artist, teacher and a book author. Welcome to my studio. The difficult part with glasses and all those objects is to make a drawing. First of all, find the middle of your paper, top. Then you need to find proportions, how long will be the glass itself, how long will be the leg. So I think mine will be about half and half. And the other side, trying to be symmetrical. Now we need to be symmetrical. Then leg, very fine. And then it has some cone shape in the bottom and rounded holder like this. It will be a little bit tilted on us, so we'll draw an oval, and of course let's pour sparkling wine in it, about like this, so let's make the top a little bit rounded. So now let's lighten up our drawings. I mix gumbosh yellow with yellow ochre. I will need different shades of yellows or browns. So firstly I will start with light, very light yellow, and I apply brush strokes. Here we have our sparkling wine, remember? So just like this, maybe even more, slightly more diluted. So I just make brush strokes from top to bottom. I try to arrange and make them different and arrange them not symmetrical, non-symmetrical, like this. In the middle, you try to paint lighter in the middle and a little bit darker around the borders, around the edges, something like this, a bit like this. And now let's switch to ochre. Ochre is much deeper. Now let's add more darker brush strokes. Now we can also add a bit of border of the wine when the surface of the wine. It creates some thickness and some reflections. So I just bring down, and glass reflects everything what's around. So I imagine that it just somewhere on the daylight, a lot of sun shines around, and we need to paint the edges much deeper, much darker. So because of the reflections, like this. Usually glasses, they have thicker bottom, so make it. Paint mostly with the tip of the brush right now, and leave some areas, white areas between, and more vertical brush strokes on the main part of the glass, like this. I will mix alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, create some purple, and I would like to add a couple of purple lines into the mix. Might feel scary, a little bit white purple into white, but that's how we actually we see things. A lot of different colors, a lot of different reflections. And I suggest we will let this area dry a little bit, and let's paint the top. The top let's paint in more green, because we might have a glass of sparkling wine somewhere outside on our balcony, a lot of greenery around. So I just start with outside blocks, a little bit more on the green, but they should be really light. Always think how the glass shape moves. Little bit round. It's not that straight, it's a little bit round. So try to organize your brush strokes slightly in a slightly rounded way. And of course the rib, the top of the glass, it has thickness and it has its own reflections. So I might just I will switch to a smaller brush for all these details. With the tip of the brush I paint the top, and I always try to add different paints. I think that it reflects each leaf, each petal, each sunlight, what's around. So therefore it's hundreds of different colored shapes around. Most of darker brush strokes should be located at the edges, and you can also overlap them like this. Some of them longer, some of them shorter. Just don't get bored when you paint. And of course our top part of the glass reflects our sparkling wine, so we can add a couple of yellow. Now let's paint the leg. I will fill in the middle with yellow brush strokes. First just gouache, I have it here. I'm not covering all the surface. I paint in brush strokes, vertical brush strokes. The bottom, I remember about the round shape. Can be a little bit bigger in this case. Then ochre. Ochre gives a nice warm touch and contrast. On the left side, a little bit more on the left side, and then dry brush strokes around the area. Add some, with the tip of the brush, add some rounded directions like this. Now, of course, let's add our green color, just the same what you used for the top. But around the leg, and we can add a couple of green reflections to this bottom part. It's nice if you leave a little bit of white area underneath this shape. Some green, more green to the leg. Just always try to vary. Your brush strokes. Don't afraid of weird colors they might seem, or weird mixes. So basically our glass is ready. What's missing is the sparkling part, right? For the sparkling part I will use my ochre and my purple. By the way, I like how it mixes. I think it's great. And I try to make my brush really dry. I remove on the paper towel some excess water. And I try to add some sparkling touch. Ideally on one side, because here we busy area with reflections. We can add some sparkling part on the other side, and then grab the purple mix. It's important that it is dry and your brush is dry. Then we will be able to create this nice something like this, just over. The brush is dry, so it colors would not mix. They just keep this nice shape of sparkling. Not so much. See, you add in just a couple of details, and that looks very different. I would like to add a little bit of this border on the top. Very light brush strokes, but nevertheless it's nice to organize them. Then I might like to add one or two purple brush strokes. I want to add a couple of lines into this body bottom section, and around the glass we need that border, we need that contrast. Ideally, if you pour yourself a glass of wine, and look how it all plays. Light green, super transparent brush stroke. Congratulations to those who were painting with me. It's day number 25, quarter of the project. So far so good. And our sparkling glass is ready. Thank you so much for painting with me. I hope you enjoyed the process. I hope you learned something new. Let me know in comments what would you like to paint next, and see you soon. Bye bye.